Aloha, it is Pink Bella. It is take two. I'm going to try and cover some of the messages from yesterday. I have tea in case my throat chakra decides to recalibrate. Sorry about that yesterday. And the main message, overall message for the love reading from yesterday is balance. We're balancing the divine feminine masculine. We're unifying. So welcome. It is Facebook Live with Pink Bella. I'm Pink Bella. Business is Pink Bella Aloha Therapy. I offer twin flame coaching, soul empowerment sessions, chakra balancing, abundance activations, twin flame Blu-ray sessions, you name it. And I'm going to start offering PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, balancing healing sessions for you and your twin, and also lots of other types of sessions coming forward as well. And I will let you all know about that. But right now, I was guided that all of you are ready to activate your abundance to that next level because it's 2017. It's a new year. It's a new energy. And it's also a year to start our soul missions. And you're being supported for that. So love and light, everyone. I am in Vancouver, British Columbia. I am a royal blue illumined twin flame. And this is my main grid point. And I have other grid points around the planet. I have California, New York, Greece, Europe, certain areas in Europe, London, Paris, that sort of thing, Italy. Picked some good ones, but my mission's been tough, like all of yours. Hawaii, California. So, and I've been to Australia as well, which is amazing. I've done lots and lots of travel. That was part of my journey to activate, to be awakened. I was actually incredibly awakened at the Pyramids Sphinx in 1994. I activated and cleared up and brought up all my Akashic records, and I had no idea what was going on, and nobody else on the planet at the time. There were very few that were awake. So more and more of us are awakened. The consciousness of the planet is awakened. From 2017 till 2020, massive awakening energy on the planet. It's an exciting time. This is what we've waited for. The divine feminine energy, you have been rising up and clearing from 2012 until the end of 2016. It's now the divine masculine's time, and they're not going to be taking as long, but it is going to be in waves. There's another huge wave coming for the spring equinox, which is spring or fall, depending where you are, March 21st, 22nd of this year. There's another eclipse coming in, I think it's like the 20th to the 26th. I'll have to look. That's another portal, new moon, full moon, all portals activating, bringing up, pushing things up, either being mirrored to you by your twin, other people in your life. You're going to have other people in your life. You're going to be going through some things where you're going to be given tests to stay in your heart no matter what is going on. Be in your power, speak your truth, but you're going to have to remove yourself from that soul if you're upset and go back into your heart. Okay. So I love you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just a little bit of information down below are the specials. This is a Facebook Live. I'll load it up to YouTube. You can purchase and contact me to book specials. They're at the top of my website. They're also going to be on YouTube as well. And just know I'm booking into the first week of March. And I have not posted my evening availability because my schedule is going to be changing a bit in March, but just email me. And if you don't see time for yourself, and just email me and contact me and I will work something out with you. All right. Love you all so much. So the main message from yesterday that I started coughing that I wasn't able to get out was the yin yang, divine feminine, divine masculine being unified. The message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine is relax, take care of yourself, balance, stay in balance. And the higher self of the divine masculine, they're on it. They're working on their new template. They're busting through the male template, which has been a tough one. And even if you feel like you're more divine feminine, but you're in the male template, you'll know what I'm talking about. You've been raised to believe A, B, and C because you're male. This is expected of you, that sort of thing. It varies from country to country, from religion, parents, all sorts of belief systems in schools. A lot of the males are going through a choice of belief systems right now, and break them, to bust them. And they're being supported right now to do that as well. As the 3D starts to unravel, which includes the financial, and this isn't to scare anyone. This is just to know that anything that has been created on earth that isn't based on love and truth will start to unravel. And that those souls, those beautiful souls that are working undercover wherever they are and they're not happy, they're going to be given other options. Their higher self and the universe and source has it. So we're being guided as the divine feminine in whichever body you're in to pull back and allow them their time and find your soul mission, get on it, love your life, love you. Self-love is so important right now, and take really good care of yourself health-wise. I wanted to share, we all love numbers, and today there were 1,144 followers on my YouTube channel. So that's amazing, and what a beautiful gift to be given to me today. And then there was another number given to me on Facebook. There was 8,111 souls that were engaged over one of my posts, and that's just so, so beautiful. So thank you all so much. You're amazing. So I'm going to go over a little bit. I know there were some questions. So we're talking about frequency and staying in our hearts. So, and I shared my story. I shared the timeline for my union, just a basic one. And I met my twin flame in 2010. There was no information about twin flames or what our mission was or any of that. But there was an activation between he and I energetically. Was he aware? He knows that there's a deep soul connection? No. The activation was for me. The activation was for me to get on mission, get in my power. Here it is, 2017, and I'm there. And it took a long time, but the process of the other twin, or our divine partnership, because some of you maybe don't have twin flames, but you know you want to be with somebody who's in their heart, that's coming. The twins are setting all of that up. But the other divine partner, the other twin, especially if they're in a male body, they're going through, like I said, a template upgrade. They're going to be shifting out of, I'm male, I'm supposed to do this. This is what my religion says. This is what my parents say. This is what, I was in politics. This is what I'm supposed to do. So they're questioning everything right now. Some of them are not going to be too happy. Their energy is going to be very low. And that's why I'm sharing my timeline, so you understand that's how I recognize what's going on. So met my twin in 2010. We both activated each other, and then we've been separated by distance, of course, but we kept in touch. We did the best we could. But anytime we tried to come together in a normal relationship, it got blocked. And the reason it got blocked is because I wasn't ready, because I was still working towards my mission. I started studying, became a Reiki master, remembered everything about crystals, worked with the angels, Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, and took tons of classes with Diana Cooper, and just got all my ducks in a row. Like, I started to remember who I was and what my abilities were. And then every year I would expand further and further and further. In 2012, I had expanded so much. But the other twin, his role was to descend back into his belief systems and find his way out. And that took a while. Didn't know that, but we tried to connect in 2012 in person. And this is what I'm talking about, frequency. So we'll just use the lines as an example. So I was up here, high, like happy, joyful, whatever. My twin was down here, unhappy, miserable, feeling like everybody was pulling at him. Everyone was controlling him, really, really angry. So when we tried to connect, how do you think that went? Not good. And even in 2012, I didn't understand about the twin flame energy fields, about the lock and key codes. And that's what's happening right now to another degree. Okay. So 2012, it didn't go well. It felt actually like daggers were in my energy field. I pretty well have gone through every scenario, and that's why I can help all of you. So the twin flame union, I chose to be happy and joyful at that time, and I removed myself from the situation. It went on longer than I thought. It went on for 2 years, but his higher self finally came to me when I was ready. I finished all my studies. I just moved to another amazing place that had better energy, and I started to have clients. That was in early 2014. His higher self came to me and showed me that he was coming back. So of course I was happy, because I realized, yes, he absolutely was my twin. So that was fantastic. Because when we go through these portals, we do have lots of fears and doubts that gets pushed up. We have the belief systems from our family, from our Akasha records from all other lifetimes on Earth. That's the other session I'm going to be offering, Akashic clearing sessions. Super easy now. You don't have to go through this long process to clear your Akashic records anymore. Okay, so but finally, he and I did try to connect in person again in 2015. Got blocked. Reason being is that soul, bless him, was still trying to do the right thing, even though his guidance was telling him not to. He was in a really deep 3D environment, and it was also pulling my energy down. So when we tried to connect in person, it got blocked, because I was shown afterwards that soul energetically wasn't ready, and that it would have caused more damage to our partnership and friendship than if we hadn't connect. We did start communicating more on social media, and that was a good shift. And then I started doing a lot of healing and clearing for myself for our union. The door opened again in September 2016. We had a beautiful time and it was magical, and we both lifted each other up. Our energy bodies did a lot of merging on their own. That's when I healed a lot within me, the next level. And I did, of course, go through another purge and detox, and it healed the abundance codes within my twin flame blueprint and balanced it out within his. Now, get this. After our connection, he kind of went back. We'll use any words we need to. It's not to judge anyone at all because we've all been there. Kind of went back to sleep, kind of went back into his mind, went back into his culture, that sort of thing. Descended again. And I was guided yesterday 6 months. And I didn't know that because I never thought about asking that after when I came back to Canada. So he's at the point now where he's going to start rising up, and he's going to be more prepared by the spring equinox. So he needed another 6 months, and that's fine. I'm totally, I want him to have his time. I want him to have his own messages in his own way. And the other message that I kept getting was, since October, let go, you'll be okay. Let go, you'll be okay. I thought I had let go, like a lot of us. I thought I had let go. But the thing is that letting go in a like, just leave it. Trust the higher self of that soul to take over and do the work, and have the universe bring the messages that they need to based on their culture, belief systems. Everyone is being activated to a higher level of frequency and belief systems. It's happening all around the planet, and I get that. And I could never understand when I was physically with my twin. We would talk about things, and his 5D version was there. We were communicating on the same level. He got it. But as soon as I left, it's like that all fell away. And that was what was confusing me. And it might be confusing a lot of you. When we're together energetically and everyone's in their heart, it's so much easier to communicate. As soon as you're removed to another area, country, time zone, timeline, it's more challenging for them because they're still playing the game. They're still lying to themselves in a way, and not in a judgmental way. The mind, the ego, is still running the show. And that is what's breaking down right now. So when that starts to break down, if any of you remember how you were when you first woke up, a lot of people get angry, depressed. It's a process that the emotional body has to go through detoxing. So I had a message from a friend saying, when the other twin, the other divine partner is detoxing, is communication a good idea or possible? And it's making it very difficult. There are going to be other people in your life right now that are going to be cranky. And that is the same advice for all of you. Stay in your heart, be joyful. If someone is not happy and joyful right now and you can't energetically be around them, excuse yourself and let them go through. Have compassion, let them go through what they need to go through. You don't have to participate or interact with anyone right now that is unhappy. And if you're unhappy, you have your own toolkit to raise yourself up. And that's what myself and other coaches are here for, to assist you with that if you need help, okay? I also offer energy balancing during my sessions, because that is actually facilitating clearing out the belief systems in your energy centers and through timelines. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you. So on my current timeline in 2010, we were at the same level. 2012, I was higher, he was lower. 2016, same level. Right now, higher, lower. And it's not based on judgment or ego or anything like that. I was just shown that that is what's been going on. It's been up and down. But now it's go time. Like now it's like awesomeness. It's the higher self of the other twin is like, the universe and source is like, we got it. Let us do this in our own way. That's the letting go part. So you will know if you're in social media contact with your twin and they're far away, or even if they're in the same town but you haven't seen them for a while, you can absolutely tell by the way the conversation is going and how you're feeling, what's happening with that other soul. And you have absolutely every right to say, I'm going to let you go now. I have to go do some things and I hope that you're, doing better. I don't want to have this conversation. Okay. That's the kind of thing about letting go right now. It's also, if you're still in the point of like blaming that other soul for something or sending them things to wake them up, let it go. Bring that energy back to you and start to have fun and joy again, because again, the higher self is bringing them what they need to awaken them in their time and helping them break down their belief systems. What is breaking down belief systems? Seeing the truth of their current situation, hearing the truth, trusting their hearts. And I remember through my entire journey, suddenly like a thought will come into your mind and you'll go, I don't believe that. So fear comes up, sit down and breathe and ask what that's all about. And then consciously, like in the moment, is there anything to be afraid of? No. Usually fear is like something from the past that's been brought up to clear, something that may happen in the future, but right now, has it happened? No. So that's when we write our little list down of what we know to be true, and we read that out loud. And then it's great to go for a walk or dance or sing and shift the energy and get back into your heart. I hope that is helpful. I hope that for all of you. So the other twin flame, the other divine partners, large percentage of them are males, and that's not being judgmental. The females and the divine feminine in the male bodies, the female template got upgraded first. It's just how it worked. And a lot of healing has been around like loneliness and neediness and control, and this is just all old human stuff that's had to go. And also, like, there's another belief system about we need that other person beside us to be financially successful. That's another old belief system that I help you release as well. So they're releasing pain body stuff in their pain body and their emotional body. There's trauma from not just this life, from other lifetimes, and that's being cleared out and being healed. And the divine feminine, you are being given a time to be more in your power, grounded, and peace. Find peace. Whatever that mantra that I give all of you, choose peace in every moment. Choose it. If you're not feeling peaceful communicating with your twin or anyone, that's when you just know you need to shift it up and excuse yourself and move along. All right. And I had that mirrored back to me by a few souls, but I also ask every day to have awesomeness and only high vibrational souls in my reality. And that's something as well that we can ask for. Okay. I just want to make sure that there is, yes, just pull away from anyone or anything right now that is dragging your energy down. You have the power and you absolutely can do that. And even if it's just momentarily, if you're living in a house and there's someone who's, going through their detox, you can just remove yourself, go to another room, go for a walk, do what you need to do to take care of you. Okay, so I'm just going to review the other messages. I think I covered everything. Pretty well everyone's ascending right now, and that is a big deal. That is what's happening, and that's why souls are having a hard time. So how I did the reading yesterday, I'm going to just pull out some key messages, and there might be even new information that comes through, is that I started to have my throat chakra started to recalibrate. So I started coughing, so I'm prepared. So I'm just going to redo it a little bit. So you're still all getting a healing and a balancing. Instead of doing the divine feminine and masculine messages today, I just had pulled from get the deck, from the energy oracle cards, some messages, and then I pulled some confirmation from the Archangel Power Tarot deck. Okay, I'm just being guided to talk about this because somebody asked about timelines. What is that? And how are people on different timelines? By being in their heart, believe it or not. So yes, as an example, for the particular union that I have created, we are 6,000 miles apart. We are in different cultures, different time zones. And I was given a gift to go there last year and experience how different the energy is from where I am, where I'm living right now. And again, not ego. It's because of the trees, the crystals in the mountains, the ocean. The vibration here is very high. I, as a soul, chose to incarnate in a family that lived in this area. So the energy here has always been very intense. For many, many years, my body couldn't handle being here, but I've adapted to that now. And now what I notice when I go to different areas, I feel the difference. Even in Vancouver, there are different areas, different neighborhoods I've been in. The energy is completely different. You can shift time zones by just getting in your car and going to another area. Then you're on a different timeline. You're in a different frequency, and you'll feel it. You'll start to notice it. What we want to start doing is choosing the high frequency and the awesomeness. Okay, and then that was the other message. That's another thing. My twin's energy and my energy, the reason the communication is a little bit off right now, and I get that, is because the frequency of where he's living is different. and his mind is not allowing him to accept that it's shifted. He and I shifted the energy where he lives to a very high frequency, but his mind is still telling him it's the same. So he's been in a little bit of a depression and anxiety, and that's been feeded back to me from his higher self, but also he shared a little bit of that with me as well. And so that's the thing. And for me, my role, and many of us have always like tried to swoop in and rescue our twin and lift them up. And you can still do that from a distance. You can ask their higher self and send them unconditional love. But the Otis is back on you. The divine masculine is to do whatever you need to do to stay in balance right now and allow them to go through their process. Yay! So cool. So that's what I wanted to say about timelines. We are on not only on different time zones, we're on different timelines. And even you being in the same city as your twin, and your twin might even live very, very close to you, you can tell someday, depending on what they're doing and the choices that they're making, that their energy has been brought down. And sometimes that will bring our energy down, and sometimes it won't. And I'm getting more information about how we can shift that. I have been shifting the twin flame template for our particular union since December, actually probably since November, because I started asking questions about that. If any of you are like me, you have questioned this journey from the beginning, and that's what you need to do because you get your own answers. Okay. The other message. All right. So I'm going to get to the chakra messages, the archangels that came forward and the chakras that are being healed, upgraded to a higher frequency, shifted. Things are getting cleared out. Very, very intense right now. The Archangel Metatron came forward, and that is the stellar gateway. That's the universal galactic consciousness, the diamond frequencies. That is high. That is the your universal galactic conscious being. You're being prepared for more of your gifts to be brought forward. This is the divine feminine and masculine, but the twin or the divine partner that's awake, that started first, your gifts are coming to you first. You're also having a lot of your programming be brought up and out. This is causing some people physical pain, emotional pain, lots of fear and doubt. Just know that that will go. You're being given an opportunity to find your own toolkit to help shift that. And again, that's what myself or other coaches do. And the Power Tarot card that came forward, Leap of Faith. So I know the divine feminine, or the souls that are relating to they're awake, they know about their other twin, that kind of the old part got fallen away. The twins have parted ways right now. You're being given an opportunity to start your soul mission. And if you don't know what that is, you can ask for ideas to come forward. Going through the eclipses right now, we're getting a lot of downloads, a lot of inspiration, and a lot more of ourselves, our higher self, coming in to give us guidance within our physical body. So the message is 0, leap of faith. Archangel Metatron, believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what brings you joy. So that goes for any situation, work, people, place, things, whatever is not bringing you joy is going to feel even more excruciating, uncomfortable right now. And shift up and go, I'm going to change my reality. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go for a coffee. I'm going to go for a walk somewhere. So that's what we do to shift up. And that's another thing. Our soul mission should bring us joy. The next archangel that is working with us is Archangel Raphael. It's the heart chakra, which is like love, yes, but also healing, balance, taking good care of your physical body right now is really important. And we're all going through a heart expansion. For some people, that's going to be joyful. For others, wounds are going to come up and they need to be healed. The Lover's card came forward for that. And the message is, make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. So trust, have faith in love, that you are loved by Source in the universe, that your twin loves you unconditionally, but many of them are not aware of their mission yet. And that also the male and the female, the divine feminine and masculine, are being unified within you and then mirrored in your twin. Okay, beautiful. The next, Archangel Chamuel, and in this deck, this is the third chakra, the solar plexus, the empowerment center. So you might be given scenarios, if you haven't already, to stay in your power. That scenario might come from your twin. You might have an interaction with your twin that's very uncomfortable. Stand in your power and step away. Send them love and light and just say, let's talk another time. Take the high road, choose peace. And Archangel Chamuel as well, they also, the other twins and divine partners, they are also learning how to stand in their power, and they're also going through their own lessons. The Archangel Chamuel was also the archangel of like love and romance, which is beautiful. And number 16 came forward, change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom, break free of procrastination, embrace the opportunities that change brings. Every single soul on this planet is going through change. Stay in the now, breathe, meditate, walk, do what makes you happy, and notice any new opportunities that come your way or any ideas for newness to start forward. I feel like a lot of you are getting prepared and getting ideas are going to come through to start your soul mission after the equinox, okay? And many souls are going to be guided to move, to shift around to another grid point, which is just an area where you're going to be on the planet to light up that area. And I wish the awesomeness for all of you this year. The final archangel that came forward is the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, and I think that's when I started coughing last night. That's our throat chakra. It's being reconnected to our heart at a higher frequency. And for our twin as well, our divine partner, you might all notice too, my voice changes. My voice is changing as the frequencies are changing. So I often, in the last couple of years, my voice will be taken from me if I'm speaking too much because I heal with my voice as well. And I was guided last night how intense the energies are right now, and that I have to be conscious of sharing the energy for a certain period of time. Then I too need to have some silent time. The message of 7 of Gabriel. 7 is the spiritual path, and I love it's a unicorn with the wings out and just ready for flight. And the message is stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. That's for all of you, and that's being mirrored in your twin. So wherever you feel you've handed your power over in your personal life or in your union, call it home. And then you're allowing that soul to evolve as well. Our twin flame template has changed, and many of you are probably not aware of it because I wasn't given that information till December, not in a bad way. The template has changed because we're evolving, we're changing, we're being given, the twin that's awake, you're being given more time, freedom to find that joy and soul mission that you want to do. It doesn't mean you're not going to be doing something with your twin, but they need time right now to find their way, and you're being given time to find something. You have a soul mission. You came here with beautiful gifts and abilities, and you're absolutely ready to start rocking it, and you will be financially supported for your soul mission. So I just wanted to share that with all of you. So, and this is perfect. So some of the other messages that came forward, 6 of Michael. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. So some of you might be thinking about relocating and travel. Opportunities will come forward to go on a trip. You're being called by your higher self and your team to go elsewhere. You might be thinking about moving. So what does that mean? Start looking at where you want to go on the internet and what can you let go of in your life that you no longer need. Release the old energy so the new can come in, and start taking action towards your soul mission and your game plan, whatever that means to you. Beautiful. So the other messages, the divine masculine, what they're going through right now. I talked about this last night. Anxiety, depression, anger, frustration. A lot of doors are closing for them, and those that are in karmic partnerships, they're facing a lot of patterns in that partnership to start making new choices. And we've talked about this before, but it's another wave. I was guided that there's a really large third wave of souls that are going to be woken up every day, but especially around the spring and fall equinox in March. And then again, the unity, the number 8, crossroads. The message is indecision, but it's actually decisions. It's actually choices. So you're being given options right now and choices to choose happiness and joy for you. What does that look like? And your twin as well, your divine partner as well, is at a crossroads in their life, and they're also having to make some choices to bring happiness into their life. When we choose not happiness, when we choose to be in a low frequency, a low heart, in our mind, and angry and in all those low vibrations, and when we choose to be around other souls that are like that, it's very draining. So that's when you're being given an opportunity to ask for a higher vibrational situation now, and it's choice time. And then it's go, and then it's go time. All right. 8 of Michael came up to go with that card as well, which is again the 8, which is the infinity symbol, which is the union. You can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. So this is the Divine Masculine. The veils are being removed, and they're going to start seeing the truth, and you as well. You see the truth of every situation right now. If you're watching this video or if you watch it later, and just know you always have a choice. You always have a choice to go in a direction that you love. Absolutely. Oh, I didn't even notice this yesterday, so this is new. So 8 came forward 3 times. 8 of Raphael came forward, and there's that Raphael, that heart healing, that green energy, that health, that balance. And it's a beautiful woman going on a journey. This is for the Divine Feminine. It's a journey. So you're to be patient and know that it's a journey, and you're being given messages and guides and signs and symbols to your map every single day. So stay in the now and ask for your signs and symbols about what to do next. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. We're reminded it's not just being with our twin. You came here as well to do something else besides being with your twin. And your twin, the Divine Masculine, they're doing their own thing right now. They need to, and you need to find things that will make you happy. I have been there, and it is not easy. It is not easy to let go and start focusing back on yourself. But just know it's super, super important. And when my twin and I reconnected in September, it was so beautiful, and I was so grateful that I had done all of these things for myself to help remember who I was and my gifts, and now I'm able to help you. And he was in a much better energetic place. It was beautiful, and it will be beautiful again once he goes through his next levels of healing, like many of the beautiful other twins and partners right now. So just know you're being guided to take the time to start your journey, whatever that means for you. It's a gift. You're being given a gift right now. And the other card that came forward is Journey. So there's the beautiful Divine Feminine. You're being guided to go forward. Keep going with some of the ideas that you have. And if you've started your mission, you're being given a go to continue. And then the other message that came forward is patience. Patience with yourself, the process, going through the portals right now. It's going to be very intense right up into the equinox. And remember how it was for you last year, because I've already had experiences that mirrored some situations with my twin and I this time last year. I had to think back about it. And what I noticed was that I saw it and I recognized that it was a pattern. It was an infinity loop, the 8, and I thought to change the outcome, we make a different choice how we're going to react. So I saw it coming, and I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go down that road. I'm not going to be dragged down to a lower level. I'm going to keep up and positive and happy. Every day you get a new opportunity, so just take advantage of that. And some days are tougher than others, and if you need to go sleep and give yourself some self-love, do that, and then start again the next day. So I'm just going to go back to the final message because I think that's it. Yes. Oh, I'm just being guided to show this. So the final message again, which I started with, yin and yang, the infinity symbol, love yourself, stay in balance. The Divine Feminine energy is needed to receive for self-love, self-compassion. The Divine Masculine energy is needed within us to take action, to do things on a daily basis. Just know that we are being guided, all of us, to choose balance, peace in every moment, and just notice when you're off balance, and then what do you need to do to shift forward. And I was being guided to show this picture again. You are beings of light. You are not just a twin flame. You are not just a human having a spiritual experience. You are a being of light that came into this human body to help raise the vibration of the earth and everyone around you. And it's go time. And the game has changed. The twin flame game has changed in a positive way. When we let go, the timelines collapse and we are able to come into union within us. We no longer need to be with that soul. We start to feel more whole, grounded, and we start to realize who we are and why we came. As we lift up and we remember more, so does the twin and the divine partner. They start to remember more. So it's so awesome right now just to know that all of you are starting to understand that you're ascending and that you are beautiful beings of light. You all have gifts. You all came here to be at certain parts of the planet, to help with the earth grid, and to raise the vibration of everyone around you. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to sign off. That is enough for today. Thank you so much for watching and listening, all of you. I love you all. Mahalo nui loa. Again, if you want to book a session, the information's below, and there is information going to be on YouTube as well. The sessions are on my website. If you don't see a time, email me. Thank you all so, so much. I love you. Have a great day and evening or wherever you are. Mahalo nui loa. Bye, everyone.